Shopping is a pain in the ass, especially if you want to buy smarter, not just more. But when I started to think more consciously about letting new things into my space, I started to buy only those I want, love and will use for longer periods. With this video I prepared a short but nerdiest ever guide to help you make purchases like a minimalist, with less clutter and stress but more intention and free space for things you actually need. Mindset shift: quantity to quality or necessity. First up, let's talk mindset. It's way better to buy one high-quality item instead of two cheap ones. Why? It lasts longer and just feels better to use. Like me, I'd rather get a solid techwear t-shirt than two low-quality fast fashion pieces. Before you buy, ask yourself, do I actually need this? Or is it just another marketing trap? And hey, if you love that quick rush from buying something new, maybe minimalism isn't for you. It's fine. Minimalism has become a bit of a trend anyway. My goal here isn't to push you into it, but to help you rethink your buying habits. Even if you decide that minimalism isn't a thing for you, at least make sure what you're buying is worth it. Research your purchases. Alright, let's get practical. How do you actually know if you need something? Here's my process. Think about how many times and in what ways you'll use it. The more, the better. Take my Victorinox knife as an example. I carry it daily and use it at least 4 to 5 times per week. So it has become a no-brainer. Using something often is a good sign you actually need a thing. Check if your desire to buy is just a passing thing, or if it's a real need. If it's necessary, it should solve a problem or fill a gap for you. I wanted an iPhone because I was drawn to the sleek design and the whole Apple vibe, and when the time to change my phone came, I decided to wait a little bit and find more pros and cons of buying an Apple gadget as my main device. In a couple of weeks, it appeared that I didn't want to switch to Apple ecosystem at all, and other technical details were not good enough for me. In fact, it was just a fancy fleeting desire and not a real need. Calculate the average price per use. If it's a pair of shoes, think of how many seasons you'll wear them. Divide the price by that number. It helps a lot when you are deciding on something pricey, making it feel less expensive over time. If your shoes cost $400 and you will wear them for 6 seasons until they worn out, the average price for your winter shoes per season is only $66. A lot? Not really. Expensive doesn't always mean better quality. Some brands slap on a huge price just to sell you an image. When you buy a Rolex, you are paying for the status. Gucci, you are buying respect from fashion lovers. But for real quality, do your own research. Know what materials or tech you are paying for before that big purchase. Setting your budget. Once you know what you need, set a price range. I do a bit of research here too. I look for alternative vendors with better deals, because for me minimalism isn't just about owning fewer things, it's also about conscious spending. I'd rather put my money into things that help me grow, like gear for making better videos, than blow it all on something that just makes me feel good for a day. After setting your budget, narrow your options down to 2. And here is a bonus tip. Deep down inside, you always know which one of those options you really want. There is no magic formula for picking between 2 things, but listen to both your heart and mind, then go for it. Take my camera purchase for instance. I was stuck between a used full-frame Sony and a new crop sensor one. I ended up choosing the cropped because honestly, I didn't see enough benefits in the full frame for my needs, and buying used tech, that always feels like a bit of a gamble. So what is shopping minimalism for me? It's not about drying plastic bags to reuse them or some extreme form of frugality. It's about being mindful of what you buy and understanding what you really need versus what's just being sold to you. It's also about keeping your space clean and clutter-free. When your surroundings feel good, you feel good. And honestly, you'll perform better too. Alright, that's it from me today. Let me know in the comments below if you have any conscious buying tips or if this video made you rethink your shopping habits. As always, if you love this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It was Nick, and I'll see you in the next one.